Karyn is a woman who is driving, committed, passionate.
Karyn is an amazing mentor, and she really cares about the women in her life.
Karyn will cry at the drop of a name, and that's her sensitivity. And I think that's what makes Karyn so special.
I like when she leads. It's perfect leader you can follow.
She's always committed in trying to make this world better for women.
You know the expression, and still she persists? I think she just persists every step of the way.
Whenever she sets her mind to something, it's the most important thing in the world to her. And since I can remember, that's been Project Kesher.
In 1989, I met a woman named Carol Kaplan at a prenatal class, and she introduced me to Project Kesher through Sally Gratch, a member of her synagogue.
The office was in the 3rd floor of our home, in the attic. And I was sitting on the couch. You know, even the visual is so crazy. Karyn was sitting on the floor, and I was interviewing her that way.
She invited me to a conference in Kiev in 1994. I didn't think that I would be able to attend because I had small kids, but lo and behold, my mother not only refused to watch my children, but agreed to come with me on that trip.
Before we all departed after a week exploring Jewish identity in Kiev at the Hotel Teresa, Sally announced that she was making Karyn executive director.
There were no programs yet, and what I really learned most from Sally Gratch was the importance of listening to the women in the region to figure out what they needed to move forward.
She kept recreating yet a new limb of the organization, and she grew the organization with her own brilliance.
Some of my most favorite moments at Project Kesher have been going down the Volga River with 250 Jewish women from the region and around the world. And there was a moment, and the Volga River was passing behind us, and women were singing together as we passed 6 Torahs, and I realized that we had manifested something that had only been a dream in my mind.
I think my mom always embodies Project Kesher. She's always living it. It's really special to see how she has sort of grown with the organization and the organization has grown with her.
Traveling to Ukraine with Ari was beautiful. Rachel came with me once to Ukraine.
And I thought we would be traveling together. She ended up really busy with Project Kesher stuff, and she dropped me off at this great Jewish summer camp, but none of the other kids spoke English.
But she had a guitar, and she had a very interesting experience.
It was really cool to be there and be somewhere where we all knew the same Jewish songs, but didn't necessarily speak the same language, and still felt like we had something in common.
I owe Adam a trip to the region.
For me, going with Karyn to Kiev and to Belarus, to Minsk, was really, for me, transformative. Seeing her in her environment just reinforced for me how good she is with people and good at what she does. I know Project Kesher from here, but going there, you really could see what good it does.
I am most proud of the fact that whenever I walk into a meeting in Belarus, Russia, or Ukraine, Sveta tells me the same has happened all throughout Europe and in Israel as well. People come up to us and say, Project Kesher was my entry point for becoming a rabbi, my entry point for becoming the leader of the largest domestic violence program in Russia. There is no other organization that has tapped women to be leaders in the Jewish community and beyond in the way that Project Kesher has.
And the organization would not be where we are today had it not been for her leadership and her mentorship.
Each woman has been so touched by Project Kesher because of Karyn's thoughtfulness and ideas. We need to honor her. We need to say to her, you have done this. Thank you.
I think Sheila Lambert was the one who coined the phrase that Project Kesher is a reflection of our Judaism, feminism, and activism. But those are a reflection of me. The blessing of my work is that every day I get to do exactly what I am and who I am and live it fully.